I'm going to call the Board of Selectmen's meeting to order. It is August 18th. It is 6 o'clock. And first item is waiving of the reading of the Zoom.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Whitman, aye.
All right. We don't have anybody on for any public comments or anything, do we?
We do have somebody on, but their name is not identified.
Maybe that's Allison.
We could.
Is that you, Allison?
I'm here, Lyndon. Kevin Jarvis here.
Okay.
Oh, then he's the only one.
Oh, all right. All right, so then we will proceed. We only have 2 items on the agenda. I want to thank everybody for coming tonight. I've been approached about these requests, and I said if the board was available and we had sufficient time to post, that we would entertain these items. So the first under new business is discussion and possible action for Allison Bushnell Spartak Paraplegia Type 15 charity event to be held on Saturday, August 21st. Liquor license approval needed for Milk Room, which will be operating a beer tent at the fundraiser. Sunday, August 22nd is the rain date. Discussion and possible action. That's the next one. All right. So do we have?
Make a motion to approve the event as presented and sign the necessary license for alcoholic beverages.
And do I have a second?
Second.
Okay. So we're already making a motion for approval. Do you have anything to say, Allison? Or you?
Just that I would really appreciate it. I think it's for, my 2 kids have a genetic condition. I founded a nonprofit organization that I've done through, forming a corporation and everything, getting IRS approval and state approval, to have it be a charitable organization. So it's taken a lot of work to kind of get to this point, but we want to do some fundraising events just for research, in hopes of getting a gene therapy cure. So
Can I, through the chair,
Sure.
so you've gone through the approval process with the nonprofit
I
and
have.
that's all set. Congratulations. I know that's
Yeah.
kind of a difficult thing
Thank
to
you.
navigate.
Yeah, we got it, I think it was last August, so during COVID, so it's kind of thrown a wrench in everything, but hopefully now we can start to do some fundraising and just raise awareness of the disease.
Sure.
Would the board be amenable to waiving the liquor license fee for the day as we do with most nonprofits?
I'll amend my motion to waive the liquor license fee.
Thank you.
And you?
No, I won't.
No?
So it goes back to a motion with no second.
Okay, so we have a motion with a waiving of the fee.
A second.
Okay.
Just one more question through the chair.
Sure.
Just because I know people that are watching, the foundation, you said you're raising money to find a cure. Are you tied into, will the money be going to like a bigger, like a research place, or kind of how is it all working for folks that
So
are
as
interested
part
in
of the
donating?
nonprofit, I've put in a whole process for giving out grant money. So basically, you would have to apply for grant money. When we get to that point, we
Yep.
don't have enough raised right now to really go through that process yet. But as soon as we do, we would go through an actual process to do that. So we have that all documented in the application process for the charitable organization.
Excellent. Great work.
Thanks.
And just for our note, it looks like everything's been signed off for the police chief, DPW, recreation. So I think everything else is in order. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I emailed the police chief today and he said it was all set.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Anything else? Roll call vote.
Clock eye.
Benoit eye?
For City Eye.
Whitman, aye.
And Nichols' eye. All right, you're all set. Good
Thank
luck. I
you
hope
so
it's
much.
a good event,
Appreciate it.
successful.
Thank
Good
you.
luck.
Thanks.
All right, the second item is the 300th Anniversary Committee to extend Friday night concerts on the Common Series through September. Liquor license approval needed for Milk Room operating a beer tent for the fundraising event. Dates are September 3rd, 10th, 17th, and 24th.
And I just, if I may, I see in a comment in the application that the Saturdays, the following Saturdays for all of those dates are the rain date.
Oh.
Is what I see in the application.
Anything?
Thank you, Jeff Stillings from Lord Lane and member of the Tricentennial Committee. Thank you to the board for meeting on a Wednesday, I appreciate this. We are entering our third week of our Concerts in the Common. They've been well received. I would describe them as being successful. It's been a good boost to the town's morale to get people out there, and it's been very good exposure for the 300th for next year, where we'll be looking for sponsors to do the banners and things like that. So it's been very beneficial in there. We are willing to continue these into September or into the fall, as it hasn't been a cost. And we haven't lost money on it, which was my concern, or a break even. So we're willing to continue with the effort if we could get a sponsor. We do have one silent sponsor for September 10th so far, and we were able to secure the Midnight Riders to do that. I would like to market that and present that to you all as a concert for the vaccine team, as that's been discussed, to have some sort of a public recognition in there. That would be outside of this month's specific sponsoring. I think that would be a good opportunity for the board to recognize the vaccine team, if you guys are amenable. I do have one last heavy key, and I have a nameplate that I could put on one of the sign plaques and have that all ready for you, if you guys wanted to do that. If you're amenable to that, I think we should do that for September 10th. I do not have any other concerts booked for the other dates yet. So we're asking for continuance through September as a contingency. If we are able to get a sponsor to do that, we'd like to do that. But right now, specifically for the 10th. The week after that is the Food Truck Festival. We don't want to compete with that. That's on the 18th. And then the week before that is Labor Day, so we'd have to discuss whether it's worth having something on a Friday of Labor Day. So we're just asking for a continuance. But right now, I can only tell you that we have the one concert locked in.
Does anybody have any questions for Jeff? Or? I mean, I will say I did go to the first two concerts, and it's well received by the people who go there, so they're enjoying it, having a good time. So if it makes a little money, that's great, but it's also a nice community event. So
it is that. And I also want to say, because one of the previous briefings before you guys had mentioned, did we reach out to Center Tree in there? So I did reach out to the Center Tree to see how it's affecting their business, and happy to say that we have a partnership. So this week, instead of booking food trucks, we're going to allow the Center Tree, that they're gonna try, they haven't done it before, but they wanna do a Center Tree tent in there. They're gonna have an amended menu, burgers and wraps and things that really don't need utensils. And they would have a setup right there where they could swipe cards, and then they have runners back and forth. So I think that would be good. That'll generate some excitement in there, and some business for the Center Tree, whereas I'm not sure that it's all been beneficial having everybody across the street. It'll just be food only. So I'm excited to do that, and that's what we got planned for this week. If it's successful for them, I think, town businesses come first, obviously. Would be cheering them on, and would be looking to see how we can continue that, so we'll reassess after Friday, but that's the plan for this week. We got a band out of Paxton, Paxton Crossing. They have a good following in there. And then the last week, the first 2 weeks, I just want to say they're Rutland. They were primarily Rutland-based bands, with at least lead singers in there from town. This week is going to be Paxton, but the last week is also a Rutland band. Tom Sidoti, who's a big name in town, that's his band. They have a good following. That's called Mindrift, and I'm excited for that. That's on the last week. And again, the offer is out there for the board. If you had anybody that you wanted to recognize in there, we'd be happy to alter the schedule in there like we did for the Little Leaguers. I thought that was well received and fantastic. But if you had somebody that you wanted to recognize, we'll set it up for you, and we're on your side. So
Okay, great.
Thanks.
but thank you.
Great job with Center Tree. That's excellent.
Yes, thank you.
And thanks for all the work you guys have been doing, because I know the past couple of weeks we've been up and it's been a good turnout, and I've feedback from a lot of Rutland residents as well as neighboring family that lives out of Rutland, and they're super impressed and love that community aspect that we're
Thank you.
doing.
Yeah, it's been
So,
fun.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Anyone else or a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the liquor licenses for the 300th committee on the Fridays in the month of September, with the Saturdays as the rain date. The dates would be September 3rd, 4th, 10th, 11th, 17th, 18th, and 24th, 25th, as they need, as the 300th committee needs them, and waiving the fee since they're a town-sponsored nonprofit.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second?
Any other discussion?
Are
Roll
they-
call.
Are they a nonprofit? It's just a
not
town committee.
nonprofit.
I don't know, actually, I don't know if they are a nonprofit,
Yeah, I
but I
just
think
wanna
in the
write for
past,
the record because it's
right.
not a nonprofit.
but I
so-
think that I think we have waived
Yeah.
the fee for them because they're
Right.
For fundraising, town
That's-
fundraising, that's,
Yeah, I just don't want it in the
No, I
minutes that
appreciate it,
they're
thank you
Mm.
for catching that.
all right, any other comments? Roll call,
Clock eye.
Benoit eye?
For City Eye.
Whitman, aye.
and Nichols' eye. All right, we're all set for
Thank
another
you.
month.
I do have,
Oh.
is the town sign, do we need to be doing anything? There's a copy of the, what you're asking for the town sign to be changed to,
I
I
don't
don't
think
know.
And I
Because
filled out
Ron's
that,
not here, I don't know if we're supposed to be.
No, we
We
haven't
don't
been
do that.
doing
I
approvals
didn't
on
think so.
those, no.
through the chair.
Yep.
There is a process through the town administrator, they have an application in there.
Mm-hmm,
I have been filling that out, and I filled that out yesterday
right,
for an update for the town sign. For the center board, the sign that's in front of historical, there is a process through the town clerk. They wanna know what you're putting up there, and that has also been filed
Okay.
in there. And I also filed and signed a request to use the common continuing through September also, and that's a TA form.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you.
And sorry, Lyndon, I'm not sure if the agenda for our meeting on Monday is finalized or not, but maybe, I don't know if we wanna discuss doing that Friday, September 10th as a vaccine team concert, or if we wanna add that to the Monday agenda. It's not technically on our agenda tonight.
I just think that, I don't think we need to have an agenda item. I think if
Yeah.
the 300th wants to
Right.
do it, we let them do it and we
right,
support
yeah,
it. I don't
yeah.
think we need to.
I mean, we can
Keep that
organize it,
forced to
but
death.
I don't feel that we have to formalize.
Okay, I just
anything
wasn't sure
to-
if we wanted to,
I mean, if we do a proclamation or something like that, we may want to do something like that,
Yeah.
but as far as
I would,
the recognition, that's fine.
through the chair, I would recommend we do similar to what we did for the Little League. I can set up the key for patrons to sign, do it
Okay.
on a bigger board.
I know Lee and I
And
had
that would
talked
come
a
from
little
the
bit
select
about
board.
it, so maybe we can coordinate just to,
Did we do a
Just see.
proclamation for that event at the Milk Room for the vaccine team?
no, nothing was done, that was just for volunteers.
That was just for
Yeah,
volunteers.
and there was nothing from the town, so.
It always adds a bit of class to do that. Could name the day, I guess,
Yeah,
after them.
so we can coordinate the details, but unless anybody from the board has any objection, I don't think we need to do anything.
What we haven't done is reached out to the vaccine team to let them know.
Right, well, that's why I said Lee and I, because we probably want to make sure we identify the right people, so we can coordinate to make sure the right people are being recognized, because, I mean, it was a very large group, so.
Yep.
I was gonna say, I
figure-
know it's a huge group,
Yeah.
so.
So,
So, if you could put it on your agenda to discuss, I'm happy to set up the little keys too again if you wanted.
I don't think we have to put it on the agenda, right? We decided that we'll just
Okay,
move forward.
all right, we'll
All
work
right.
together, thank you.
All right, thanks.
Thanks, Jeff.
Does anybody have anything else? I can get a motion to adjourn
So moved.
in a second.
Whitman seconds.
All in favor?
Aye.
Whitman, aye.
Thank you.